The president is again under fire for having classified documents on his property, and now more and more Democrats are calling out President Biden for his actions. For more on this story, let's head on over to the Hill. We're joined by Julia Manchester, national politics reporter for the Hill. Julia, good morning. Happy Monday.
Good morning, Mitch. Happy Monday.
So President Joe Biden, Senator Joe Manchin, not exactly on the best of terms these days. Manchin has done a lot to stop Biden's agenda from moving forward in the Senate. Now he's called the president irresponsible for classified documents. It comes as the Justice Department found 6 more documents at Biden's home in Delaware. So how big of a deal is this recent discovery of more documents from his time? I believe they go back to him being a senator, so these are old.
Yeah, Mitch, it is a very big deal, and it really certainly creates a headache for Joe Biden and for Joe Manchin going into 2024. Remember, when we look at the political implications of what's happening here, we have to remember the president is in the midst of getting ready to announce whether or not he's running for re-election in 2 years. And of course, Joe Manchin is up for re-election in West Virginia, a deep red state, and he is one of a handful of Democratic senators in red states that are being targeted by Senate Republicans right now ahead of his re-election bid. So they're both under incredible pressure politically. And then you add in this documents mess into the midst of it, and it creates a big problem for President Biden and for his Democratic supporters. So it's not unusual to see Joe Manchin, who has very much sort of been a thorn in his own party's side at some points, to be very critical of the president at this moment.
Very critical. But, you know, we talked over the summer about Biden's approval rate being down. Maybe he shouldn't run in 24. That kind of went away when the midterm elections went the way they did. You know, the Republicans didn't get the red wave they were hoping for. And the Democrats said, oh, maybe we need to stick with Biden. Now his approval rating continues to drop as a result of this new document scandal. So is this a 2024 campaign killer? Are we right back to where we were before the midterms saying, I don't know if Joe Biden is going to carry the banner of the Democratic Party in the next 2 years?
I think it's too early to say whether or not it's a campaign killer, because we have to remember, this is also happening to former President Trump, for example. It's very different scenarios, but it's a similar situation that's folding out with these documents being found in their personal homes. There's the argument to be made that this is less about maybe the individuals themselves, but more about the overclassification of documents in the United States or government material. So there's that argument. And then, of course, you'll hear Biden's team argue, look, we handled this as forthrightly as we could. We went straight to the National Archives and have been forthcoming with the Justice Department. But at the same time, it is an incredible headache for the Biden administration. You can layer on the fact that they are very much under fire for how they have handled this with the press and the public, with critics saying they have not been forthcoming with the public. I'm sitting on this information for a while until it's been reported or until the Justice Department has spoken about it.
And Julie, my final question to you is, this is hypothetical. Let's say he's not running the president in 2024. Do the Dems need to start looking at a viable alternative right now? I feel like it's never too early to find your next party leader.
You know, one of the criticisms of Democrats is that they have a short bench compared to Republicans who have lots of potential candidates and are looking at a very crowded primary, for better or for worse. For Democrats, I think there are a few names that have already been floated, and we've been seeing that speculation happen behind closed doors and in the public. So we'll have to see, but I think it's all very, very early right now. And from we're getting indications that Biden is leaning towards a run at this point. So it's hard to say. I don't think that the nail is in the coffin for him yet when it comes to a 2024 not presidential nominee.
It might be early, but we're going to talk about it every day for the next 2 years. And Julia Manchester will join us doing that. She's a national politics reporter at The Hill. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation in your cable lineup. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-based, unbiased coverage.